Hello, everybody. This is your Welch Village ski report and snow report. And of course, we have Amy with Welch Village with us. I'm Tom Novak of Novak Weather. Amy, of course, as I mentioned, with Welch Village. And she's all ready to go. I'm sure you've been out there skiing already today. Isn't that correct, Amy?
Oh, well, I have not been out skiing today, but I have complained to just about everyone in the office on how I should be out skiing instead of working today. It's a bluebird day. It's picture perfect. We do have a few clouds, but the conditions look so good that it almost hurts to be inside right now.
Right. I think that's a screaming message for everybody, right, Amy? I mean, the temperatures are absolutely perfect. It's decently warm during the day, especially with that sunshine. It makes it feel like it's in the 40s and 50s, even though the temperature is only in the 20s and teens. So that's perfect for daytime skiing. And of course, at night, the temperature drops off a little bit. And you get that nice, crunchy, crisp snow, which everybody loves to ski on, especially when it's been groomed. So, I mean, I can't imagine the conditions haven't been any better than lately at Welch. And by the way, it's only going to get better. One thing we were going to talk to you about, Amy, is the conditions at Welch. I know that you've at least got some stuff to tell people. So we're going to show the website for Welch Village here, and just go ahead and talk a little bit about the conditions there right now.
The conditions are good. If you look, I know if everyone looks in their backyard right now, you're going to maybe see some brown, some green, not a lot of snowpack. But we, in our backyard, the hills are full of snow still with a base of 27 to 65 inches. Even every day we groom, and the conditions are really, really good right now.
Right, and this is the Welch Village homepage, as everybody can see. And up here is where you get the snow base. By the way, you can access this page by going to welchvillage.com on the internet. But as Amy had mentioned, a nice base, 27 to 65 inches. Perfect temperature for skiing, right around 20 degrees. So, and these are going to be the conditions, by the way, weather-wise, over this coming weekend and into early next week, at least with the temperature. So we're not going to get too warm. Temperatures probably in the 20s, which is perfect. And then overnight lows dropping into the single digits and teens, which is with little wind, by the way. That's another fantastic situation that we've run into, is very little wind, and everybody loves the fact that calm conditions are going to be at Welch over the next 3 to 4 days. And as I had mentioned, Amy, we need to talk about some snow.
Oh, I love talking about snow.
Right. Yeah, well, yeah, because we need to freshen up that snowpack, don't we, over at Welch? I think it's time for that. And what everybody should be seeing now is the jet stream. I love talking about the jet stream. It's the river of air at about 25 to 30,000 feet in our atmosphere. That's where jet engines like to put her on cruise control when you're flying. But anyway, these are the steering winds for our storms. And what I want you to focus on is what happens early next week. This is late Monday into Tuesday morning. And Amy, what you see right here is a perfect setup for snow in the upper Midwest. This is a very strong jet streak, what we call it, coming into the West Coast and dipping south into the Rocky Mountains. And then here's another jet streak, Amy, that's exiting from the Great Lakes and northeastern portion of the United States. In between, which of course this is where we have Minnesota and Wisconsin right here, in between those two jet streaks is where storm systems like to develop. And it appears that that's going to happen, especially on Tuesday morning and into Tuesday afternoon. A storm system could easily explode over Iowa and Illinois. And then, of course, north of that storm system is where you get snowfall. The problem we're going to have, though, Amy, is that temperatures in the lower and mid levels of our atmosphere are going to be a little bit warm, at least initially. And we deal with this often, Amy, where it's, we get real close to a rain snow line as a storm system develops. And that appears to be the case here on Tuesday afternoon. Temperatures may be borderline for snow in southeastern Minnesota. You can see it right here. Here's Minnesota and here's Wisconsin. The light blue line here at 850 millibars is the 32-degree isotherm. So that would be the rain snow line. And it's pretty close to Welch Village on Tuesday afternoon. But the good news is that cold air quickly sweeps in during the late afternoon and evening hours on Tuesday. So any rain or mixture of ice and rain or snow should turn to all snow by Tuesday evening, which is perfect to create that snow base over at Welch Village. This, Amy, here is the European computer model. This is one of my favorite mid-range computer models. This is looking at Tuesday evening, and let's get our geographic bearings in place here. Here's the Twin Cities and here's Welch Village. Tuesday evening, the European computer model shows heavy precipitation over eastern Minnesota and northern Wisconsin. That's good news because it looks like that would be all in the form of snow. It also shows, look at this. This is the snow forecast, Amy, for Tuesday into Wednesday morning. It shows a good 3 to 6 inches of snow from the Twin Cities southeast to Welch Village. In fact, even as far southeast as Rochester, Minnesota. And then as you go further north of Welch Village in the Twin Cities, snow total's even heavier. We're talking well over a foot of snow in northeastern Minnesota and northern Wisconsin. And of course, all we would need to do, Amy, is push this snow band about 50 to 100 miles further south in time, and that would put Welch Village in a very heavy snowfall area. But regardless, it shows significant snow even in Welch Village on Tuesday into Wednesday morning. And then last but not least, last map I'm going to show everybody is, this is the snowfall forecast, and I want you to take a deep breath, okay? This is the snowfall forecast from the GFS computer model for Tuesday into Wednesday. And let's get our geographic bearings in place again. Here's Welch Village, Amy.
Yeah.
Look at that. 10 to 12 inches of snow forecasted by the GFS computer model by Wednesday morning, and just a massive snowstorm, blizzard-like snowstorm over much of Minnesota and northern Wisconsin for Tuesday into Wednesday. So, this is pretty exciting, Amy. It's not often that we get storm systems like this. In fact, I don't think we really had a massive storm system over the upper, or at least over Welch Village this year. We've had some nice snows, but not that big foot to foot and a half of snow. There is potential with this system. It's a long ways off. A lot's going to change during that time period, but it's just fun to watch and to think about what might be falling at Welch Village on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week.
That's perfect. Tom, maybe depending on your schedule, maybe Monday we can touch base again and see what the numbers are looking. Of course, I want to see large snowfall numbers for Welch Village, but maybe we can meet again on Monday and see how everything's looking, and hopefully full of more good snow news.
Yes. Cross your fingers, right?
Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. MIC, I don't care. Everything. Bring on the snow.
That sounds great. I will see you on Monday, probably about the same time. How's that sound?
Perfect, Tom. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care, everybody.